Hi, hello Tracy. Hello everybody. Some people already have been with me before to some of the virtual tours. You're welcome back. After preparing new data and new materials for you to show you new stuff about the famous King Tutankhamun and about all of his stories and everything related to him. Hello to all of you from all over the world. Welcome back to the Egyptian virtual tours, and we'll begin with the famous pharaoh for you, Tutankhamun. First, I would like to introduce myself to you. Some people would be for the first time with me. My name is Khaled. I'm an Egyptologist tour guide. I have been working as a tour guide for over 17 years, guiding people to everywhere in Egypt, including the sites which I am going to show you today. Tutankhamun and I in the Valley of the Kings and Valley of the Apes. And that's in the West Bank of Luxor. So I will take you to show you first an overview to the site of this place and to all over Egypt. First, you can see about the map of Egypt and about Tutankhamun. I'd like to tell you about this pharaoh first, that he was one of the most important pharaohs in the Egyptian history because he was ruling in the golden times of the ancient Egyptian civilization. This pharaoh, Tutankhamun, ruled during the New Kingdom. Here you can see the map of Egypt, and we would go to the city of Luxor directly, where his King Tutankhamun was ruling. And this city was the capital of the golden times of the ancient Egyptian civilization, because it was the capital of the New Kingdom, dynasties number 18, 19, and 20, since 1550 BC till 1050 BC. So you can see the location of this city. And we would go directly to the Valley of the Kings, where is the tomb of King Tut is situated. And I will show you an overview to the Valley of the Kings, where is the king is buried there. And this valley is in the west bank of Luxor. This valley was used for roughly 500 years. 26 pharaohs so far are buried here in the Valley of the Kings. And the most important and the most famous of them, of course, is King Tut, because his tomb was the only royal tomb never stolen since ancient time. So the value of this king is more than the discovering the gold and the treasures, because this tomb is telling us about all of the royal tombs, how they should be. Despite of that, we didn't know anything about this pharaoh till the discovery of his tomb, because he was missed along the history. He succeeded a pharaoh who was believing in one god, King Akhenaten. And after this king died, the ancient Egyptian priests who were recording the history, they decided not to mention anything about this pharaoh or this family. That's why we didn't know anything about him till the discovery of his tomb. And the discovery was spectacular, because we found this tomb by coincidence. The story of the discovery is very interesting. Thanks to Howard Carter, the famous British Egyptologist. Howard Carter used to live here in a house just built for him before 120 years ago. Howard Carter lived in the main entrance to the Valley of the Kings. This house was built by Lord Carnarvon. Lord Carnarvon was the one who was responsible for funding Howard Carter for doing his excavations in the Valley of the Kings. Lord Carnarvon was related with the famous family of Alfred Rothschild, and he decided to invest a lot of money in doing excavations in the Valley of the Kings. So he built this house for hosting the people who were working for him doing the excavations in the Valley of the Kings. And Howard Carter was responsible for that. This house is used as a little museum nowadays, having the old tools and cameras, umbrellas, drawings, hats, and glasses, everything related to King to Howard Carter and to the Lord Carnarvon, because Lord Carnarvon used to stay most of his time even here when he used to come to supervise on the work of Howard Carter. And you can see the design of the house nowadays, because the house is used as a little museum, having his old tools and the cameras, umbrellas, and so on of Howard Carter. This house was renovated last year, because last year we celebrated the anniversary of 100 years of discovering Tutankhamun tomb. It's exactly 4th November 1922. So last year we celebrated 100 years of the discovery of this tomb. So they decided to renovate this house, and we got the data nowadays to show you about it. And while browsing the house, I'd like to tell you about the story of the discovery of the tomb. You have to know first that Howard Carter was working for a long time, until one day he was working in vain, and he was begging Lord Carnarvon to do more excavations and to spend more money, because Lord Carnarvon was already a businessman. He was caring for a result, and so far till the year 1921, he was already fed up, because he's already spent too much money, but they didn't find any objects. Till one day, at 4th November 1922, a young boy was working for Howard Carter. This young boy called Hussein Abdul Rasul. This young boy was a water carrier. His job was to get the jars of water on his donkeys to the workers who were working for Howard Carter. This young boy, while he was digging a little hole to fix his jars in the ground, he found the first step of the stairs leading to the tomb of King Tut. And Howard Carter was working very far from this place. You can see the picture here while he was cutting the entrance to enter into this tomb. So this young boy went faster to Howard Carter to tell him that he reached an entrance of a tomb.